right, guys, there's a new point of emphasis on lineman downfield coming this fall. Is the RPO dead in high school? Let's talk about it. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the 92 Meshgroup channel, your home for the air raid offense on the internet. This is Coach Colthar coming back to you today. And today we're talking about everybody's favorite thing, RPOs. But are we learning a new RPO? No. I'm asking you a question. With the new rule emphasis change, is the new RPO going to be gone? Is this fad in football, is it going to be gone at the high school level? Because we all know that when officials get these new points of emphasis, they really focus on them heavily, especially at the beginning of the year when they're getting their evaluations and things like that, when these supervisors, officials are coming out. Those of you guys remember when they started talking about having towels hanging out from their pants and knee coverings. How many guys have had guys get put off the field because their knee pad was a quarter of an inch too high? When these points of emphasis are put in, they over-police these things. And my question to you today is going to be, is the RPO still going to be worth it? Let's jump into some video. All right, guys, let's look at a little bit of film. I thought what I would do is I would jump into the RPO cut-up tape that Team Extreme was giving everybody out a few weeks ago. If you missed out on that, check out the link to the video. I'll get it into you. So if you ended up in the coaches exchange, they gave away a free thing of RPO. So let's just look at a few plays and see what we think, yes or no. Now, obviously, this is at the college level, so it's going to be a little bit more hazy. But, you know, here we go. The rule says that you can be 1.5 yards downfield or 3 yards downfield, apparently. You know, you get 2 yards past the neutral zone. Okay, so in the new point of emphasis, you think that's getting called? I do. I think they're going to call this. And I really think it's going to cause some guys some problems. Let's go back to the beginning again, and my microphone's kind of in the way, the little button. I can't see. There we go. But if you go back to the beginning of this play, once again, you have to think about this. You know, here it is. This is a natural play at the collegiate level. It's a natural play at the high school level. But you got guys 2 or 3 yards down the field blocking. Now, is that going to get called back? Is this play going to be something that you want to put all this practice time in and work on? And I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things. Now, I really think that the zone RPO is going to be a little bit easier to keep in your offense than your gap scheme stuff. Because when you gap scheme, especially if you're gapping down the B gap and something, and let's say the 3 technique goes inside the A gap, you're taught to climb to that second level. So if you're climbing to the second level now, you're on a linebacker, and then all of a sudden the quarterback pulls it on the gap scheme, and bang, you're downfield, and now is that going to be a call? So I think gap scheme RPO may be in trouble at the beginning of the season. So I ask you again, is this going to be worth it? Look at it again from the backside here. You know, they're just zoning on this deal. It's no big deal. It's not like it's anything super fantastic, but you got 2 guys, 72 and 65, who probably now are going to get called, especially with this guy sitting right here looking. Now, you know, like I said, the college level, I don't think it's going to affect them as much, but, you know, this is a point of emphasis for our high schools. And those of us who've been coaching a long time know that the officials, when they get a point of emphasis, it really is a point of emphasis. So I'm asking you, is the RPO game dead? And this Thursday, if you haven't seen, Coach Napier is doing a quick game clinic. He has some great ideas of how to combine the quick game, which may be another way to attack this point of emphasis focus on RPOs that are probably going to bring RPO levels down at the beginning of the season. So if you're scared about the RPO game, as this kind of got you confused, check out Coach Napier this Thursday when he talks about the quick game stuff that he's got going on, because I'm telling you, it is fantastic how he has combined stick and corner into one play. He's combined hitch and flat into one play, and it's just ridiculous how he teaches it. So let's take a look at this one and see what we think. Yeah, I think we're good on that play there. You know, just being a little inside zone. I think they did a good job of staying behind the ball. And right here, this is the exact thing that I was just talking about. Okay, watch the right side of the offensive line. I believe it's the right tackle. Okay, he's gapping down or zoning down. He gets up onto the second level. Now he's illegally downfield. He is illegally downfield, you know, pretty much by the letter of the rule. Now here you got a big play that's probably going to be called back. Now you as a play caller, are you going to worry about this? That's what I want to know. In the comments down below, are you concerned about this point of emphasis? Or is this going to be one of those things where they, remember how they used to fuss at us about telling our linemen about being too far back? You know, are the officials going to look at us one time and say, hey, now, coach, that guy was close. Now, some guys will, some guys won't. So, you know, it's going to be really interesting. It depends on what the crews are like in your area. I know our crews are really good about talking to us about things at the beginning of the game. And usually if they say, now, look, coach, we're going to call it pretty tight on these things right here, then is it going to be worth the change? So I really want to know in the comments down below, are you going to chance it early in the year, especially trying to get plays like this one when you know 53 is going to be called downfield probably? The other thing that somebody brought up and I thought was really interesting, and you know, it depends from district to district, association to association, but where is the umpire at in your league? Is he still behind the defense, or have they moved him behind the offense? Because that can make a big difference too in what they see and what they don't. Let's look at one more play and see what we think here about guys being downfield. I think this one here is pretty clean, so we don't have to worry about that one. Let's check this one out. Got a little motion play. Yeah, I think that one is suspect. You know, you got especially with the vertical games, if you're running a lot of glance and stuff like that in your RPOs and you're trying to go RPO downfield, I think the longer it takes, you know, the better chance you're going to have of getting somebody called downfield. And so that's going to be a really interesting thing. Is this going to be a problem for you? And I really want to discuss it some more. But like I said, I think, and I know for our program in particular, we're still going to have a couple of little RPOs, but it's going to be the short stuff RPOs. We're not going to probably do the glance RPOs and third level RPOs and things like that. But I do think that the quick game is going to be a little bit more revitalized. I think people started going away from quick game, but I really think that this right here is going to change that, and people are going to start going back to more quick game, because a quick game is great, man, and especially in the air raid. Remember, our job is to throw the ball short to people who can score, and the best way to do that is with quick game and screen game. So I think quick game and screen game are going to be really, really big this upcoming season. Is the RPO dead? I don't know. I don't think so, but is it in trouble? I think that's the case. Hey, listen, guys, if you like these kind of videos, I really appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that little button so you know when we go live. And as always, spin it to win.